Mindful of You podcast. This is episode 37, reacting to my old Facebook posts. So, I'm really excited about this episode. One, because I think it's going to be fun. Two, because I watch so much YouTube reaction stuff, and I've always been like, man, that looks fun. I want to do that. I've always wanted to like... Not always, but I think it'd be fun to be a YouTuber who like makes fun of like bad movies and like reacts to that kind of stuff. But the editing seems like a ton of work, so I've never actually tried it. But doing some form of like reaction content, so fun for me. I'm really excited. So let me tell you what brought this about. I occasionally will get these Facebook memories of like, on this day 10 years ago you posted this or whatever. Guys, I really haven't changed much. I am talking about posts that I made 10 years ago, and little Mallory has always had something to say about how people should feel, that people should love themselves, people should be happy, blah 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 blah. I guess I just literally haven't changed at all, because that's what my Facebook posts used to be, or at least a lot of them were like inspirational quotes and things like that. I just really want people to be happy, which I think is so noble, and it's a little cringy at the same time. But I just wanted to, share my thoughts, like now that we're 10 years later, on some of the things I said. Did it hold up? Did it not? Did it make sense for 14-year-old me? Not so much for 24-year-old me. So I have, in this album here on my phone, I've got 11 posts that we're going to react to, all from the year 2013. So let's just buckle up and start. So this first one, it's a quote from The Lion King, and it says, "The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it." That's not bad. I say that holds up okay. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. I guess I don't fully know what was going on in 14-year-old Mallory's life that she's like in turmoil about her past. But I think as general advice, it's pretty good, like learning from, past mistakes or things like that. And I like you don't have to run from it, because I do think it's very important to accept who you were, who you are, type stuff. I'm a huge proponent of that. So I'm going to say that one holds up. Okay. Some of these aren't quotes. Some of these I just thought was hilarious. So this one says, "I can't find long enough shorts to save my life." This is still true. Oh my gosh. I really struggle in the shorts department. And lots of like cute, adorable Instagram girls will share their shorts on Instagram and be like, "You should get these. These are long." And I'm like, I don't think those are going to be long enough, actually. So yeah, fashion's fun. Now I just don't really wear a whole lot of shorts. Sometimes I wear like yoga pant type shorts. And those work okay. Okay. So this one says, "Music is the perfect solution for any problem. ... smiley face." Yeah, I mean, probably not any problem, but I love to listen to music when I'm feeling down. We actually just got tickets to the Olivia Rodrigo concert. My husband worked really hard in the pre-sale war for those, so everybody applaud him in your respective homes, because he worked hard. I used to use singing as like a huge coping mechanism, and guys, every time I sing in this apartment, the neighbors bang their broom on the ground. They do not like me to sing. So I don't really sing anymore unless I'm in my car. So we're going to move into a house. Once we move in, I will sing again. Okay. "Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you." Dr. Seuss. That's adorable. No notes. I love it. And I had one of those little, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it, but one of those like little hearts that's just like the less or the greater than sign or less than sign and the 3. So that's adorable. That's true. Be yourself. Okay. When I try and open my fridge and the handle comes completely off. Oh, I remember why I saved this now. I was like, why on earth did I save this? Okay. When I try and open my fridge and the handle comes completely off. Oh, guys, I don't remember how to read 2013 humor. It's like one of those like when I, like when you. I'm going to read it when you, and I think it'll make more sense. When you try and open your fridge and the handle comes completely off. And yet I can't do a pull up. So the reason I saved this is because I still can't do a pull up, but guys, I'm getting so close. So close. Okay. This one says, when I don't have soccer to play, I feel like I have no life. Whoa. A little intense. I do really miss soccer, and I have been watching Ted Lasso on Apple TV, and it's really funny, but it also makes me miss soccer. I think I saved this one because it made me think a little bit about my episode on the Disney Pixar movie Soul, and not finding basically your worth within a hobby. I think that's pretty normal for a 14-year-old, so I'm not too worried. But I do think it's interesting that it was such a huge part of my life at this time. And now, yes, I miss it and I still grieve it sometimes. But it's okay. There's more. There's more to life. You are the beginning of something absolutely amazing. I feel like that's got a nice ring to it. I'm just not sure what that means. Like, I guess you could take it like you're going to do so many great things in your life. Or maybe like you're going to have like a heckin' awesome posterity. So I'm not sure how to take that one, but it's nice. And it has 2 exclamation points and a smiley face. So we like that one. Okay, let's see. How many do I have left? So 1, 2, 3. I think I only, 4. I have 4 left. Okay. Let's jump to this one. This says, me, Dad, what time is it? My dad, yes. Me, no, Dad, really, what time is it? My dad, Thursday. And then it just says, I give up. That's hilarious. 14-year-old Mallory is funny for posting that. My dad is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Awesome. It is during our darkest moments that we most must focus on the light. Smiley face. I didn't attribute this to anybody, but I feel like there's no way I came up with that. Like, there's just no way. But I think that is a really true thing and adorable. I think I've shared this song before, but there's a song I love called Swim by Jack's Mannequin. Super good. And he talks about swimming for brighter days. And that's something I'm like a huge proponent for, is like, you don't have to like how things are right now to hope that things will improve. I think you can like where things are right now and still have them improve. But if you feel like things just really aren't where I want them to be right now, that doesn't mean that you couldn't wake up tomorrow and have it be different. So good job, 14-year-old Mallory. I love it. I'm going to jump to this one. This was the one I sent to my family, and we found it a little bit problematic. Anyway, it just says, whatever makes you smile, keep it. Whatever makes you feel bad, leave it. So I told my family I was doing this podcast episode. My brother-in-law made an extremely excellent point where he was like, that was probably decent advice for a 14-year-old. Like, I'm going to find his text because what he said was really awesome. Hopefully he doesn't mind me reading this, or some of it. But he said, I think in middle school, it was probably right for Mal to drop a lot of things that didn't make her happy. Because at that point, life is basically all about you and having friends that help you find your worth. Unfortunately, now we have to deal with the unfun stuff. And then he says, this is just my 2 cents on all this bad advice. And he put bad in quotes. Maybe just bad in a given context. I think he's probably right. Like, as a 14-year-old, I needed to know that I didn't have to stay friends with somebody who made me feel bad. Or I didn't, have to go to parties where I didn't feel welcome or I didn't feel like I was going to have fun. And I should be hanging out with the people where I could be myself and that I was smiling and I was having a good time, That's probably excellent advice for a 14-year-old and decent advice, in many given contexts. Now, just because it's funny, some of the contexts we had explained was my sister saying, sometimes my kids don't always make me smile. I'm not going to leave them. I'm like, yep, probably a good call. And then I said, well, your kid, your youngest, really makes me smile. So maybe I should take him. So obviously should not be taken to extremes. And this was definitely one of the ones that made me, squint my eyes a little bit. And go, you know what? Maybe 14-year-old Mallory shouldn't have been so confident. What's really funny about that one is I'm like, I had to have seen that on Pinterest or something. There's no way I came up with that. There's just no way. Okay, I think this is the last one. And I wanted to end on a high note. So, it says, sometimes when I'm doing laundry, I feel like our first president because I'm washing a ton. Haha, Phineas and Ferb, you just get me every time. I was quoting Phineas and Ferb and I still love Phineas and Ferb. And this was 10 years ago and that pun is so funny. Washing a ton, Washington. I probably don't need to spell it out like that. But super funny. I love it. So anyway, I love this style of video. I think it's so fun. So if you're listening to the podcast, I do post my podcast on YouTube. So I'll put the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe. And you might want to watch this one because I've got the post pulled up. And they're just funnier when you're looking at them. I wish that it had the picture from when I was 14 on there. Maybe I can put one on there. That's probably a lot of work. So I'm not going to commit to that. So if it was just my normal picture, I'm sorry. I got lazy. But anyway, y'all, be super excited because next week is my interview with my mom. I really wanted to talk to my mom about parenthood because I know I've got moms who listen to this podcast. I'm not a mom yet, so I can't pretend to know what I'm talking about with that yet. Darn it. Just kidding. But no, that's actually true. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I interviewed my mom a little bit about being a mom and, she's in her 50s. And she just talked about, looking back, her experience raising children and everything. And, now she's got 4 grandkids, one on the way from my sister, not from me. And she's just an incredible woman. I can't say that enough times. Like I know it's like so stereotypical to be like, who's your hero? And be like, my mom. But it really is true. And I don't just mean it in a my mom sense. It's in she's just an amazing person. And so you'll want to listen to that one next week and send it to your mom friends if you're not a mom. And I will say, I don't want you to think, oh, I shouldn't listen next week. It's all about being a mom because I learned so much and I'm not a mom yet. And it was perfect for me. to hear. I needed to hear so much of what she had to say. So make sure you tune in next week. If you like this episode, go ahead and share it with somebody. I'm also on Instagram and I post short clips if you ever want to share those. I'm at Mallory Jo Mindfulness. You can follow me on there. I'm assuming if you're here, you already follow me there, but if not, check me out there. So thank you guys. This was fun. I hope you have an amazing week. Bye-bye.